Hey Stampers, it's Robin with Simple Designs, and I have had several requests for some of the houses that I make. So these are some that are already finished. This is one, and of course it has a little tea light in it, and I fixed it where it would flip up so you all could see it. And then here, now this one is the Brenda Walton. This is her house. And this is the Tim Holtz house. And this is the gingerbread house that I showed you all before. And this one is the one we're going to make today. This is a little chalet type thing. Now, I probably won't do all the little details and the fencing and everything, but I'll show you the dies that you all need to use for them. And this is the Tim Holtz die. I had decided to sell that, but then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to keep it. Because you don't ever know. It's already paid for, so I'll use it sometime. And this is the Brenda Walton die. Now, you're going to need the extended plates with those. And this is the Papertrey Ink Tiny Town die. Now, you'll get a few of the windows and stuff with this, but now as far as the roof, you can make your own. They have them for like $10 a piece, but I got the measurements from them, and I just make it myself. I mean, because I have plenty of embossing folders, and it's stupid for me to pay $10 for a little bitty old 2 by 7/8 by 3 5/8 or something like that. And these are the pieces that you can get to go with it. And I've got all this in there. I just got the church one. I haven't got that made yet. And then this one, can't remember the name of this one, but I'll have it in the description below for you. But it has a little fence and the house and the roof and all that stuff to go with it. So this is the one that we're going to make today. So I'm going to put the camera down so you guys can see. This one is kind of a hard one to do because you have to kind of angle it. So if I goof up, I'll just start all over with a different one. And I'd like to thank all my new subscribers and welcome back to the people that have been with me for a while. And I'm sorry I haven't been around, but you know how it is. Life gets in the way, so you know you have to tend to that. And this is the front. And I will take wax paper. You don't need expensive kind of paper or anything like that. Wax paper will do. That's what Brenda Walton uses when she did her video. So that's what I use. And then this window came from the church. I kind of mix and match them. And this is going to have to be on an angle. So you're going to have to kind of angle this a little bit when you do it. And you have your flaps there, so you have to put them in. And you want to kind of bend it just a little bit also, because that way it won't be so hard for you to do. And then you just add some glue. You don't want to overdo it with the glue. And always make sure you put your windows on there right, because if you don't, you're going to have some problems with them. And you have to bend that. And then after your glue, you think it's dried just a little bit, then you're going to have to turn it inside out so that you can make sure that all the little pieces are together. And this is a wet glue. I know Tim Holtz uses hot glue when he does his, but I forgot to turn on my glue gun this morning, so we're doing it the old-fashioned way. Then after you go think that you've got it on there pretty good, go back through there and pinch it and make sure that it's on there, because you don't want pieces flying up. Especially, I'm going to sell those for $10 a piece at the craft fair, or if any of you all want them, you know how to get a hold of me. I'll leave my email in the description box below. And we may have to add just a little bit more glue to that, but you all get the gist of it. I told you this one is a little bit harder. If I had known that this one was going to be a little bit harder to do, I don't think that I would have done it. Now, I'm going to tell you something about the Martha Stewart glitter glue. I really like it, but the only thing is that it doesn't dry clear. It dries yellow. And that would be this one. But I really like the way that it, you know, sticks and everything, but I just don't like the yellow residue that it leaves on there. See, this one is a little bit of a struggle. Whereas the Tim Holtz and the Barbara Walton houses, they're a snap to put together. But it's just, I just wanted this look because everybody seems to be into the gnomes and all that kind of thing. And this house kind of looks like one of the little gnome houses. So I thought that that would be interesting. And like I say, I really like it, but I just, when I saw the video, I just really liked it, and I just didn't really pay a lot of attention to how she put it together. But it's just a little bit more time consuming, you know, than anything else. And then this is your back piece. Now, when I cut these out, I put the wax paper behind them, and I set them up on dimensionals. But now, the lady that I saw that did that, she put it on there with that fun foam. But I didn't have any of that, so you all know how I am. I have to, what do you call that? Improvise. And I'm not watching what I'm doing. I've already glued that to the wrong side. But, you know, poop happens. I'm not perfect. I've even seen Tim Holtz made a little boo-boo every now and then. So, I am nowhere near his skill level. But, I'm only human. Y'all know that, right? I'm only human. And I'm an old human at that. My son does not let me forget that in October I'll be 60 years old. So he likes to keep saying, Mom, you're like almost there. And I'm like, not yet, son. I've got, you know, a little bit more time. So he just does it in fun, though. He's a good kid. Well, not a kid. He's a grown man, but, you know, he's a good boy. Okay, now, we're going to put the back on this. And like I said, you have to kind of bend it to get it to go in there. And it is a lot harder than any of the houses that I have put together so far. But while we're sticking this together, how y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Thank you all for emailing me and checking on me, but I'm fine. But you know how it is. Hubby had been feeling good, so you know life just kind of gets in the way sometimes when you're doing stuff. And I love all my YouTube friends, but sometimes I don't get to see you guys for a while. You all need to go check out my nephew's channel. It's Country with Ricky Humphrey. I think that's what it is. My son is on there with him, and poor Ricky gets a fishing hook in his finger. My son tells him he's got to watch those certain kind of fish. I'm not sure what, I can't remember what they are right now. But he said you have to really watch them. If not, when you go take the hook out, they'll get you. And my nephew, I don't guess he believed him, or, you know, he was messing with him and stuff, so he tried to take it out, and he got one in there, all right. So, speaking of someone who's had a fish hook in their finger before, it's not the best. So, we're going to do this one more time because this sucker is not wanting to stick. Put this on here. Well, I'm already at 10 minutes and 21 seconds, so that's the slowest I've ever been putting something together, I think. And we'll just leave that to dry a couple of minutes. And then the roof, I never could get the darn roof to work right. So instead of doing it like this, I folded it in and I glued it together already. Simply for the fact that I just couldn't get it to stay right. So we're going to put this one together. And I'm sorry, I feel like this is kind of lousy for you guys, but you all are intelligent women. I know that you all know how to do this. And you put the little roof on there, you just kind of run over it. I've even put a little window in the top. And you just have to let that dry. And then there's your little chalet. And then this is what it looks like when you get it finished. And you can put the grass around it, or you can just about do anything you want to with them. Now, I tell you why I have so many of the framelit dies is because I like to mix them and match them. And this one is the Papertrey ink one that I told you have to buy a separate thing for the roof. And I just measured, you know, what it said in the book, well, what the size was. Saved myself $10. I mean, I don't know why they don't sell it. It went boom, see, it stays together. The $10 anyway. I thought that was kind of crazy. You all know how I am. I don't like to spend money where I don't have to. But there's your little light. So, I just want to show you all these, and I'm sorry I knocked the house over. But no one was harmed in the filming of this. So God love you. God bless you. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because when I get to 2,000, we're going to do a giveaway. So God love you. God bless you. And hugs from Kentucky.